Hi, this is Zane with Zane Creates, and today we're going to be doing a lot of fun things. We are going to open an account for Cricut to make a Cricut ID and also download the Cricut Design Space app. So let's get into it. I'm using a Apple iPad 5 Air 5. So I'm going to go to my App Store and I'm going to search Cricut, Cricut. Oh, it's first option, design space. You can see there's different fonts. I would personally wouldn't download them, but we're gonna, because I have the Cricut access, I'm gonna select that. Since I already have it downloaded, this is my screen because I'm already signed in. But if you're a new user, I'm gonna sign out so you can see what it looks like when you first sign in to the app. It's the upper left three bars. I'm gonna sign out. When you download the app for the first time, it's gonna ask for Bluetooth to be turned on. You must hit OK, otherwise your device or desktop won't sync with your Cricut machine. Also, allow notifications. This is so when your project is done, it will notify you as a notification. But gonna put in a email password that you can remember, first name, last name, and the option for your promos, the promos from Cricut.com to be sent to your email. I keep this toggle on because I get my coupons, sale items, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to back out and sign in so I can show you what you're going to look at when you do a machine setup for the first time. So upper left hand corner again, and this time the option is going to be machine setup or machine type. I have the Cricut Joy and the Cricut Maker, so I have the Cricut Joy selected. And you can switch anytime between projects to switch your machine type. But for a machine setup is underneath the machine type. And I'm just going to select my Cricut Maker just to make sure that it is in fact up to date with all the updates that it does on firmware and software. It is, which is perfect. And it's going to show you some test cuts that you can do: a flower, lips, bear, crown, apple, and mountains. I personally like the flower, so that's what I'm going to pick. And I just like it because it's really pretty. And then you hit continue or next. Always place your material in the upper left hand corner. That is a must. It is how it's the default of Cricut, is to always cut in the upper left hand corner. Why? I don't know. I guess you'll have to ask the maker of Cricut why it's always in the upper left hand corner. You can change it when you get to the canvas and actually move stuff around on the mat. I do that all the time, especially if you're doing multiple designs at the same time. You can do multiple cuts on the same mat, just in different places. Make sure the clamp B has the fine point blade in it. That's usually the standard cutting blade for paper, vinyl, iron-on. Make sure your mat is in these guides. It just helps it from preventing moving during the cutting process. And we don't want a screwed up mat because those suckers are expensive. The flashing load button should be flashing by this time, and you can insert the mat, and then after you insert the mat, it'll pull the mat through one time to measure out like how the design is going to be cut, and then the C button should be flashing at this point, and you tap that, and that's the go button. For the Cricut Joy, they don't have a button on their machine, so it's all controlled via the app. And I've had, that can be a good thing, and it's also has been the bane of my existence now. It has been interesting with having it on the app. But I'm going to skip this process because I've already done my test cut, and my machine is working perfectly fine, so skip. And Cricut Access is something that Cricut lightly pushes, but I'm just going to knock it over the edge because, yes, you do get free stuff with your Cricut account, like unlimited use of 1,000 images, unlimited use of 15 fonts, a la carte digital purchases, 250 ready-to-make projects, and up to 5 collections. That's all nice to start off with if you want to test the waters with Cricut, or if you just want to use your own images, that's fine. And later on, I will show you how to upload and find those uploaded images. But right now, I'm going to share with you the standard membership of Cricut Access is $9.99 a month before tax and $95.88 per year. You get 300,000 images, unlimited use of those, unlimited use of 700 plus fonts, 10% off licensed images like Disney, Marvel, anything that has been trademarked, unlimited collections, and this is probably my favorite, is automatic background remover. I can't tell you how many hours I have spent removing a background from an intricate design, because I would do a bunch of images at once and then take a couple of days off and do a bunch of images again, just because I was cranking out a lot of projects. And now it's a button. I can't fathom it. It is so nice to just hit a button and have the background removed. And it could be the most intricate design, and it's gone. The background's just gone. There's also a savings benefit of a $10 coupon for Cricut.com every 3 months, including free shipping. 10% off Cricut.com purchases, including machines. That's up to a $50 savings per item, and priority member care. They have excellent customer service, and you speak to a person every time. I'm actually going to show you the rest of the breakdown because I personally learned from hands-on. So I was already logged into Cricut.com. Go to join Cricut Access. And like I said, you have a $10 coupon every 3 months with a 10% off everyday savings. And it's probably the best monthly expense that I have. And the fonts are aesthetically pleasing, just really easy to use. But like I said, with the free, this is what you get included in your Cricut ID or Cricut account. It's just some of the design perks. You really don't start saving until you actually pay monthly, or I should say, you start a trial first of 1 month, which is 30 days typically, and it's $9.99 per month. Some states have tax, some don't, so some of you might pay tax on it, some of you might not. But I think it's a steal for a year to have a membership for $95.88. But here's the real saver is the premium. You get 20% off all material, free economy shipping on $50 plus orders. And it is only a yearly membership of $119.88. And I would recommend to start off with the standard, and then if you see that you're using it more and more and you're buying more and more stuff from Cricut.com, which I do highly recommend because they do have wonderful sales on their sale sheet. But if you scroll down, here's another helpful thing is they have a heat guide for your heat press under the products. They have design space, heat guide, troubleshooting and help, product registration, safety and compliance. But if you go to heat guide, there's 5 different options on here for the Easy Press 2, Easy Press Mini, the Mug Press, and Auto Press. Now there is a hat press, but it is like the Cricut Joy and doesn't have buttons on it. You go by the app for it. But you select your material, and for a future project I'm doing is a memorial piece, and I'm doing it all in iron-on. Well, I should say the base layer is going to be iron-on, then I'm going to add to it with vinyl. So I'm going to use a mesh iron-on for it, and just because I want to do a design in the holes with Sharpies. I'm doing like a rainbow. So I'm going to select the iron-on mesh, everyday iron-on mesh, I should say. And then, like I said, my material that I'm going to do is wood. And that's I just learned about this recently where you can iron on wood, and I'm super intrigued because I've been using regular vinyl like a cave person, and I kind of want to try this new design hack. I'm calling it a hack. But after you hit apply is when it'll show you how to preheat, the setting for your Easy Press, and see it says supplies. You can change it from Fahrenheit to Celsius. For me, it's saying that it's preheat 5 seconds at 300 degrees. And when I do apply the design, do firm pressure for 40 seconds. And when it's cool to the touch, peel the film off. And see, you can change it to Celsius, which is super helpful for people who, because not everyone uses Fahrenheit. Other people do use Celsius. But it has a list of supplies that you'll need. How to prep your material, and then how to apply your iron-on to what design you're wanting it on. So in my case, wood. But you can choose different fabrics. You name it, it's on there. Yeah, that's the breakdown for how to use the heat guide. If you have any questions, you can go to this step-by-step tutorial link for that particular type of material. So if you hit learn more, that will pop up in literal step-by-step instructions for using. Say I want to do, I bought an iron-on design from Cricut. I would go to iron-on designs, which is in the second column halfway down, and it will tell me it's only for cotton, polyester, and polycotton blends, which I would guess would be like a shirt, a bag, something that it can really adhere to. But shopping on a budget for new Cricut users, because you just dropped out, know how many hundreds of dollars you spent on your new machine. But here are some places you can get like nice quality materials or blanks on a budget. Is going to Cricut.com, to the shop, and they have right now 30% off, save on vinyl and paper, which is the current sale that they're having. If you go to the upper left and go to sale, this is where they have bundles, clearance, bulk items. I didn't get started in bulk items until I was sure I was ready to use those materials properly. But this is how I recommend you buy your machines, because when you're, even with the trial of Cricut Access, you get that 10% plus free shipping. So you would save like $50 for the Cricut Maker 3 in the Everything bundle. And for the Everything bundle is literally the name, everything. You get a little of paper products, vinyl, different kinds of vinyl, stencil vinyl, dry erase vinyl, premium vinyl, removable vinyl, permanent vinyl, iron-on, different kinds of iron-on, tools, just so many different good items that if you bought individually would cost more than it would for the bundle. So if you scroll down and you want to read out like what is in it, you can hit the include arrow, and you can see foil. I love the Cricut glitter cardstock. It is to die for. But a scoring stylus is like to make plastic boxes out of acetate. I cannot speak highly enough of the True Control Blade, because you can change the heads for multiple items that you would use to weed a project with. Instead of having multiple tools, you just have one tool with an interchangeable top to it, and it ejects it out like a pen. And then you have the strong grip mat, the light grip mat, the standard grip mat. Those are your standard. The basic tool set is really helpful. I love their portable trimmer, the 12-inch, because it is so much easier using that, because you can cut straight lines with it and not have to guess how, if I cut a straight line or not. Especially with paper crafts, you have to be very specific on dimensions and that kind of stuff. So, and I love their pens. Here's a tip: if you have a bunch of pens and want to make it look aesthetically pleasing, go to Dollar Tree. In their glass medium size canisters, if you fill in the pens upside down, capside down, it will help put the ink down there. But don't do this for your extra fine point and your infusible ink. But the stencil vinyl I want to use, because I don't know, I use Oracle, but I kind of want to try the Cricut brand. I will definitely do a video making out a design with that. But I'm going to go to Walmart because I want to show you guys this brand that I found. If you're shopping for like your Cricut Joy and you're wanting, or Maker, because now the Maker can do cards, that they have this brand called Hello Hobby, and they have these cards. They're like super cheap, and you get 12 cards, 6 white and 6 like an off white kind of eggshell, and then the 12 envelopes to match. But it is, I use the paper setting, the deluxe paper setting, instead of the cardstock, because it's technically not a cardstock. It's more of more of like a luxurious paper, and it's just an all occasion, what they call an all occasion greeting card, and it looks beautiful when you have the finished product. It looks very professional and very nice. I can't recommend it enough, especially if you want to start with a cheaper version of Cricut's cardstock. Not saying that Cricut's cardstock is bad, but it's just not everyone can afford the 10 on up, or if you catch a good sale, that in itself is like $6.50 still. So you're paying like triple the price of if you just want to start off with this brand. And it, like I said, and I love this ombre metallic. You get 12 cards and 12 matching envelopes, and the envelopes are metallic too. It's gorgeous. I did a card for someone, and they took it to a wedding, and when they finally got to like open the cards later on, they said that how much they loved the card, and it just looked really nice and pretty, and everyone was commenting when I showed them what the finished card looked like, that I thought it looked cute. It was like a retro bug with cans behind the bug, and it had congrats on it. It was really cute. Another perk to Cricut Access is the cards that they have for different occasions are really cute. I would rather make my own card now than actually buy a card. It's like I have all this material at home for making cards. Why buy a finished card when I can make one by hand? But another place that I'm going to take you to is DollarTree.com. Dollar Tree has been stepping their game up with their crafts. They now have their own cards that you get 2 pink and 2 kind of like a yellowy color. So I'm going to type in DollarTree.com. And if you find that you want to buy this stuff, it does require you sometimes to buy in bulk of like 40 to 4. Like it just depends on the item, depends on how many you have to buy. So I'm going to click X. I'm going to look for the cards so I can show you like what they look like. But they have like cups you can buy, wood signs, bags, pool noodles, just so many different things. I've used charger plates from here. The different seasons depends on the color of the charger plate. I think right now they have like the silver at ours. They have like pastels, patterns, like plaid in the winter. Just different kind of charger plates, and they make beautiful sayings. I have one about pets in a home, and I have it hanging at my house, and it's just a lot it looks cute. I just wish I did more with it, but this is also where I get my clear ornaments sometimes if I want to try a new shape before I go and commit to a whole like set of like 36. I'm going to try to see if it's, because I think it's Crafter Square brand on the card set. I'm going to see if they have it in the material. Let me scroll down. I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm not seeing paper. I know it's not paint. It's not plastic. It's not plush. Let me show less. Scroll back up. I really wanted to show you guys the card set. I mean, it's just a 4 count. You get 4 cards, 4 insert material, 4 inserts, and the matching envelopes. Now, I don't recommend using the cut function for these cards. I would rather you not go through the hassle like I did of having it rip, even on the deluxe paper setting. I just had it draw out a design instead of having it cut, and it looked gorgeous. I'll use the inserts for my other more sturdier card materials. But I mean, you get 4 cards for $1.25. You really can't beat that. That's like what, 50 cents a piece? No, not even. I can't do math. I can't do math off the top of my head. Oh, let's see. Paper, crafts, and vinyl. Let's see if it's in their specialty paper. Let me scroll down. Our Dollar Tree has very little stuff, but here it is. So you get the 4 like peachy color, and then like that ivory color, and then the gold and the burgundy are the inserts with white envelopes. I don't think that's bad for $1.25 for a set of 4. Yeah, and I was right on the brand. I think it was just in a different area on the website. Same section in the store, just not on the website. Note to self. But if I go back, I didn't know that they had cardstock. I just learned something new. Their containers, like I said earlier, I use the glass ones for, they have plastic ones showing, but I use glass just because it's prettier and I like making that clinky sound with my nails. That's a real professional term, clinky sound. I'm just rambling now. Those are some of the places that I found Cricut materials. I did hear something about Dollar General having a card set in their craft section. They're starting to get some more craft stuff, so I'm going to have to look into that separately from this video, just so I can fact check myself and make sure that I'm not putting out false information. But I think someone did say that their craft section is starting to step up their game. But you really do have to watch when you order from Dollar Tree, because sometimes it'll say like for the teaching colorful plastic crafts, you had like to buy so many of them. Now the rectangle holders with straps, you only have to buy 4. That's not bad. But like the bead tray, you have to buy 36. That's a little steep for me. I can just go to Walmart instead of buying 36 of them. Unless you need them. Unless you need 36, and I'm not, like, shop shaming you, but, like, I don't do bead crafts because I don't have the patience. I barely have patience to do some of the crafts that I do. But I find my patience and I find my calmingness in it. Unless something messes up, and then it's not so pretty. I don't take it out on my machines because those cost a lot of money. But I've thrown away plenty of projects because either they took too long or it just didn't work out, and I got it to work. It's just... But going back to the app, I'm going to get out of here, go back into the app. Here it shows the featured images trending on social. And that's it for today. Happy crafting.